Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Odds, and we got another game of Mechabellum here for you. So, I haven't seen Strike Hound, the variant for the Hound that was recently released, used ever. I don't think I've ever seen anyone take it before. It seems extremely bad. However, I've been trying to find an opportunity to use it myself. And every time I see the card offered, it's just it doesn't work out for me. It's not in a position of the board where I really want to either change my hounds or get new hounds and take the strike variant. However, this game, I found myself in an opportunity that it might be possible. So I decided to go for it. And, well, we'll have to see what happens here. Is it going to work out or not for us? I don't know. Well, I do know, but you don't know, but you'll find out soon enough. You guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would really appreciate it if you could take the time, if you're enjoying the videos, to hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. Hoping to get 1,000 subs so we can keep the channel going and keep doing more Mechabellum content for you guys. More Bork builds, more Meta Mondays, more replay analysis, everything. So I would very much appreciate that. If not, you know, whatever. That's fine, I guess, too. Let me know what you think down in the comments, what I can do better. All right, so first round goes off. We are Typhoon spec, and we've gone for the badger, or not the badger, the saber start with crawlers. And we're up against speed spec. Spider and marksman. So of these cards offered, the shield airdrop seems the best here. And the reason why I'm picking the shield is we can kind of place it just behind our first few crawlers here so that it's not going to tank this anti-armor cannon, but it's going to protect us. Our stuff will move forward and still be protected. We're also having it just barely in front of our tower because that means if we get flanked in some way, which, by the way, there's a flank, but if it was ranged unit, then this would matter more, like Phoenix or something like that. It's not going to protect our tower. However, it's also not going to pop the bubble. So it's kind of like, you know, we're hedging our bets a bit here. We don't want the bubble to pop. We want to keep our bubble for a few rounds. That would be the most ideal. And first round, we had sold out of one of our buildings. And then the second round here, we've sold out of the other one. So we have the extra $100 from that online. And with that, we can get 2 fighter badgers. First round, we picked up 2 marksmen. We were not planning on winning the round, but we were planning on building out our anti-air so that in round 2, we can pick 2 fire badgers without having to worry too much. Fire badgers and sabers work very well together. Unfortunately for us, even though we have the 50 extra bucks, we thought maybe if we got flanked, it'd be over here, but it in fact was down here, and therefore we're going to lose this round. But as I mentioned, we're not going to lose the shield, so that's, you know, it could be worse. If we lost the shield too, that would be very bad. But we're already off to a pretty rough start here. 2,600 life up against 5,200. We have a long way to go. We're down 50% compared to our opponent here. Unit drop offered. There's the Mustang, or sorry, the Mustang is offered, but there's also Phoenix and Wasp. And so in this case, the Mustang covers our potential lack of anti-air if the opponent does go for Wasp. And it protects us. It gives us a way to deal with this flank as well with just 1 deployment. And then we can, you know, do something else with the rest of our money. So that's why we've gone for the Mustang here. We could have maybe gone for air, like we could have maybe gone for the Wasp. I don't have jump drive on my Wasp, and maybe if I did, I would consider the Wasp, because then I could play it here, I could play it here and pop the wall or something, try and get this tower down, and then jump drive it later, trying to keep it alive. But nonetheless, we go for a flank anyway. We go with the crawler here. It is round 3, so we are Typhoon spec. We know that round 4 we do get the Typhoon, so we'll have a nice position to put it here in the back in safety. And no upgrades yet or anything like that. We're just building our board. We get some extra crawler here. We do have this crawler on the right side to prevent being pulled here. So that's why it didn't, you know, go and help us last round. Unfortunately, our opponent has a very clever missile here. And because we don't have +1 defense, our Fire Badger has less than 5,000 HP and therefore dies to that missile. Kind of tragic. But we are absorbing a lot of damage with our bubble here. You know, the opponent doesn't have a lot of DPS, so it takes quite some time to get through that shield. We have the sabers, which do a fair bit of damage, so we can pop that shield easily once the chaff is dead. Marksman doing pretty well, but you know, we're just level 1. Oh, we do get a level here now, and maybe we can pop this guy. We get a level. Yes. So that's great. That's going to help us a lot. Our opponent already has a level 2 marksman. And we got some fangs here. We pop that tower, but really nothing happens from that. The small chungus eats us for breakfast. Typhoon now available. Bunch of cards here. Mass Bruise Overlord is interesting, but we are going into these potentially high level marksmen already. So we go for the skip here. I want all the money. We're really, you know, we're down on health, and we never got any levels on our sabers. If we got levels on our sabers, maybe we could think about an item, but yeah, painful. We gotta get all the money we can and try and find a way to make this work. We are going to take a shield as well. It did really well last turn. Our opponent still doesn't have a lot of DPS, right? So if we have the shield and they don't, maybe that would help us win the round here. We do have the Typhoon deployed here, and because we're pulling on the right, we're actually going to try to make some aggression also on the right. Is that going to work out for us? Let's see. Opponent has a nice board of chaff here already. All chaffed up on the left. We change our mind. Play safe. Put the crawler back. Fire Badger over here, which is actually going to line up with this fang. This is a new fang, I believe. Oh. Okay. No. We're going on the left. I can't make up my mind. And then we do take the armor. So the left here, yeah, things get pulled over, and there's a lot of light units. So if we have this on the left, hopefully we'll be able to get some good, yeah, barbecue action going on here. These two Fire Badgers. So you're able to clear that chaff pretty easily. On the right side here, actually our Typhoons are shooting at this tarantula. Taking a long time for that tarantula, and we just have a bit too much stuff now on the left. The shield helped us out quite a lot. Actually, that tarantula was stuck on our Typhoon long enough that our crawlers from way back here were able to come and grab it. And here we go. Here's the turn. The Strike Hound is offered. So let's have a look at this board. I have, you know, my sabers here. They are tanking a bit and doing a bit of DPS. We have our Badgers and our Marksmen. We got a lot of like AoE. So I feel like I've stabilized last round. I stopped the bleeding, and maybe we can try to do something with the Strike Hounds. So we do go for that. Immediately I'm recruiting level 2 Hounds. I'm thinking maybe we can put some pressure on the right now with these Hounds and see how they do. I have not used them before. I really don't know. So the Strike Hound increases the attack by 270%, but increases the attack interval by 2.6. So there's no health increase or anything like that. Just damage and a longer cooldown. So we pair it, because they're no longer a chaff clear unit in this case, we got to build a Fire Badger here. And I'm hoping that maybe with the damage of this, we've got what, almost, so 1800 damage. Maybe we can fire away at this tarantula We got 5 doing 1800. That's like 2,000 a shot almost. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's like 10,000 almost. Maybe we can kill this tarantula pretty quickly. It has armor though. We'll have to pay attention. Do lose one of that missile, and here we go. Getting in here, and oh my god, it takes forever to shoot. It does a bit of damage. So actually, it did pop the armor. It helped clear the armor. That was actually not the worst thing in the world. And because of that, we're able to get the tower. With the tower, we get some nice damage done over here. We're getting this other tower, and we're just sort of free farming. Do we get levels on a saber? We do. So we're starting to turn it around. Do quite a lot of damage there. So Strike Hound seemed okay there, but I mean at the same time, I don't know, was it worth $150 for a level 2 Strike Hound? I mean, we could have put something else. Maybe it would have been better. But it is a unit drop turn. This turn, we go for the Overlord. Opponent goes for the Scorp. Scorpion, I guess, would be quite strong into this. I mean, we have Fire Badgers. We have Hounds. Scorpion seems like a good idea. We go for the oil. We have Fire Badgers. We're going to try and light this up. There's just so much going on here. And if we can get rid of the chaff, then we're going to be able to get targets with our Saber Teeth and our Marksman. And so meanwhile, while we're slowing this down over here with the oil and lighting it up, we're coming in on the right. We're going to use our Overlord. And we make sure to put a crawler here this time to block any potential missile. And we're actually building a Strike Hound on the flank here too. Just because it might help us a bit, give a little bit of extra damage. Like we have all light units or like high rate of fire units here. So armor is more effective, but if we have a Hound already back here, maybe it'll help a bit. Although at level 1, it's, you know, not the best, I suppose. Go for another bubble just in case some oil action or whatever happening while we light this. And let's see. Round starts. We do get ignition. So that's pretty good. Boat comes in. Also seeing the Scorpion. I'm not afraid of it whatsoever. This is like a level 3 Scorp to try to deal with Badgers and Hounds. Like, sure, it can work, but at level 3 that seems excessive. Wow, big damage there. 426 left. Mission light offered, but it's round 7. EMP seems pretty good. Nano could have maybe been a possibility on the Saber or something like that, but we go for the EMP. We're trying to end the game here. And my thought was probably, like, this is the ideal EMP scenario, but this is going to get bubbled. Guaranteed, right? So I was thinking if my opponent is going to try to build up this defense and try and stop my Overlord, I'm going to want to EMP this, and maybe that'll help because they're going to expect it here, and we can do it here and just push a little bit harder. We build out some more level 2 Hounds. A little bit of extra oomph for putting them on the sides here, I suppose, and because I'm expecting my opponent to build this up. But instead, they actually just abandon ship. They level this to 4, they grab their units, they mobile beacon them back to the left. So we have a big attack here, and it's like almost pointless. Like we're kind of like wasting this spell. So that's a pretty good move. We do pick up Mech Rage. My thought was our attack interval is so slow, like 0.8 is probably going to help more than the range, maybe. So that's what we do. Round starts. Looks like I should have EMP'd on the left. Would have been a lot better. We do get oil ignition on ourselves. Some good shots there, but left side, how's the left doing? We got a lock on this tarantula. That's pretty good, but this level 4 tower is not going down. And without that tower debuff, we're not able to clear the left side as easily as we could before. And the oil killing our stuff, it's actually not looking too bad for Kreefar, our opponent. And yeah, we're charging down with these Hounds. I think it seems not bad, like against marksman, right? It's more bodies. It's chaff-esque, but high damage chaff. But, I mean, the tarantulas really, they do quite well against the hounds, right? So a few marksmen left. Oh, they do get that negative 50. And it looks like one marksman survives. What can we do now? Additional deploy offered, same with advanced power. Advanced power seems good. Additional deploy, both very good. Improved steel ball also possibly. I decide, let's go additional deploy. Let's build more hounds. This is becoming a strike hound game. Let's see what we can do with these units. Just build them up. We've now got range, and we're just gonna go ham. Four of them. We do have 1-1. And knowing now the opponent is just abandoning here kind of changes where I kind of want to position things. So let's see if maybe we put some more stuff over here, maybe on the flank. There we go, we chose that beacon. So we're still grabbing this overlord, but now we're not even going directly onto the tower, we're kind of bypassing it. So we can get to left as quickly as possible. But these marksmen are getting a little scary. And the tarantula now has mech rage, which seems actually very strong into the hound. Just realizing this. Hounds are probably melting. Would have been good if I had armor. Okay, round starts. Here we go. A lot of bubbles. Can the hounds pop the bubbles? They do. Meh. Okay, I guess. We do have a big army on the right side here pushing through again. But left side, we just can't quite stay alive. This now mech rage spider is doing a lot of damage to us. Big army is left. Unfortunately, though, we've only got a level 1 tower with nothing left. We're going to lose that tower. Marksmen don't have AA, thankfully. Although we still only have the one overlord. We haven't teched or anything. We haven't decided if we're going to keep it yet. We're probably not going to keep it, knowing that the marksmen are here. Kind of just hoping to bait out an AA, but opponent wise to our shenanigans here. And we got some more units. Phoenix, Fortress, Void Eye, and Melter. And we go for the fort. So we were slowly selling out of our sabers anyway, and we need that extra tanky unit. Looking at the opponent's board here, there's actually not a lot that does like serious damage. Like the marksman at level 3, okay, 1100 damage. Does have +2, so that's why it's actually quite a lot. But you know, they don't have that level 3 scorpion anymore or anything like that. So I think the DPS is a little bit low. And I think with some shields and stuff, we might be able to have so much HP that it'll be hard for the opponent to take us down. Man, these Mustangs are getting scaled too. There's so much chaff and garbage in the way as well. This is like a pretty well built board here. Just the bare minimum, a couple spiders. Oh, I mean, we have 5 marksmen. It's pretty good, but you know, there's a lot of chaff here. If you look at the comparison of the chaff, one has a whole lot more chaff than we do. We've been building a whole ton of hounds. Oh, they do have advanced offensive tactics too. That's how they're getting some extra damage here on the marksman. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this seems high. 15,000 damage a shot. Okay. But yeah, opponent goes for the Phoenix here, trying to stop our right side stuff. Pulls the tarantula back. Tower's level 5 now. Do a similar beacon. And actually the bubbles pop more quickly than I would like. And with the fortress in the front, I mean, they are tanking, but like they're they are dying more quickly than I would imagine. And, you know, that's due to this advanced offensive tactics and +2. Basically, opponent's +3. Do get the tower, but it's just a little bit too late. Unfortunately, we lose our boat. We get the tower, but are we throwing the game here? Oh no. Oh my gosh. We can't really deal with this. But we do have the fortress. If we don't die this turn, looks like probably won't die. And we can get AA to deal with those Phoenix. Yeah, we're still alive, 443. Opponent has equalized. Incentives offered, also incendiary. I mean, there is so much chaff and like light units here. If we could light this, it would be game over. So we go for the risky play. We take the... I mean, it is the oil turn too. So we take the fire, and we're just going to throw it down right on top. The opponent has been pretty good about building bubbles all game, but we've got to take a risk here because it's looking like not so great for us. And now what can we do? Opponent has actually gone for the wasp form here, which is actually, it could be very bad for us. We only have level 1 towers. We have 1 fang here, which could help. If it goes to the left, I mean, we have mustangs, but they're going to be shooting this crawler and then maybe moving forward. I don't know. We do get our AA barrage, and we're just building a whole ton of fortresses here. Maybe the fortress can turn around and deal with this. Like, we don't have enough money. Normally, I would like to push these to level 2. This is super risky. We're very all in here. We have that fire down. It looks like we might be able to get a bit of fire off. We get some fire here. I don't think it's going to connect, but maybe we can get some. We got to pay attention to this guy here. Uh-oh. Oh man, that fort dies instantly. Round starts, fire goes off. We do get some good ignition there. The wasps are heading to the tower, shooting the tower down. Oh my god, we're gonna lose the tower! Oh, just barely not. Right side, right side! And the fangs! Oh, just barely stop it! We just barely kept our towers alive, and now we're pushing through with these forts. Big AA blast coming down. Tower goes down. We're just got too much life pushing through here. We picked up that launcher overload. Mobile beacon directly into that tower from that level 2 fort and just pushed through. Not enough chaff getting because of that fire, and we're just able to walk through, and there's not enough damage to deal with the forts. Too many forts. And just like that, a very close game. Oh my god, could you imagine if we lost one of those towers? It would be very, very different outcome. So pretty crazy game there. Well played to my opponent, Krifar. I'm not sure what you prefer, but yeah, good game. So the Strike Hound, like, I don't know if it was really worth it. I mean, let's look at the damage numbers here. This one's got a fair bit. Well, 36,000, 31, 28, 35, 41, 70. 70 on this guy. Okay. 50. I don't know. Maybe they're okay, but it's hard to say. My chaff clear was a little bit not great this game. And we do have level 3 badger. We have, 4 badgers. If these guys were regular hounds, I feel like, would they be better? I'm not sure. The strike hounds do better against the armor here. So maybe it helped us. By the time we have all these forts, it doesn't matter so much. But if these were regular hounds, yeah, I would never be able to kill these tarantulas. The only thing that could kill them would be these marksmen, which is no bueno. So maybe they did something here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Was it worth it? Was it not? I'm on the fence. I'm not decided yet. I got to play a few more games with strike hounds, I think. Maybe this wasn't the perfect game for it, but we got to use it, and that's cool, and that's fun. So it's fun to try new stuff. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And if you have any other questions or stuff, yeah, you can always join the Discord too and come say hi. Like, follow, subscribe, and all that stuff. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.